sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. First opened in 1999. There's a good look at First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. The folks here in Cleveland, even though all the down years, have never stopped supporting their hometown guys, and we got evidence of that a moment ago as the Browns made their entrance. They are ready to do battle with the Indianapolis Colts. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. Three tight ends are out there. First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Jonathan Taylor, the ball carrier.
This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. The give to Taylor. And some room to work. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And he takes this way down, deep into Cleveland territory. A big play there for Indy. 64 yards. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. They'll run here with Taylor. And the Colts are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Second and goal from the 1. They'll look to run with Taylor. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
That's a nice example of good team defense right there. Ball was snapped at the 1-yard line. They knocked him back and caused a loss. But you notice they were trying to find any type of a gap to run through. Wasn't one available, and they stuffed the play right there in the middle of the field.
And it's caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be 4th and goal.
Goal at the 1-yard line.
Rodrigo Blankenship for the Colts field goal. From the right hash and a bit of a tight angle. Blankenship's kick is good. Had just the one big play on the drive, but that was enough to put him in field goal range.
Yeah, one big play of what they hope will be many others throughout the game. Every team has a different target for the number of plays like that, those explosives that we talk about. That allowed them to put points on the board on that drive. Let's see how the rest of the game goes.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 23. Off play action, he'll throw to start the drive. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And he'll be pulled down as a penalty flag will rein in as well, and that would appear to be a face mask. Now it's 1st and 10, a big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
And a nice carry and a 1st down for Cleveland. A nice pickup there by Nick Chubb, who's a bright spot for this Cleveland offense. He finished 2nd in the league in rushing in 2019 with nearly 1,500 yards on the ground and got into the end zone 8 times. And how about this for durability? Has not missed a game in his NFL career. What a bounce back from a big-time knee injury while at the University of Georgia.
An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage.
Tackling's obviously critical down near the goal line. That was great work there to make the hit behind the line and make sure he doesn't get any further. Did a really nice job wrapping up and not letting him loose.
2nd down and goal. Mayfield. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Austin Hooper. His 1st touchdown on the year. And the Browns have taken the lead.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money, in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
Archie with the extra point. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Eason off the play fake. That's pulled in by the rookie from USC, Michael Pittman. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Rookie to rookie on the hookup there, and it's a first down.
First down, Colts.
From the gun is Eason. The toss here completed to Pittman. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
It's a gain of 8.
8 more yards this time, coming off back-to-back first down pickups.
38-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Marlon Mack, his first carry of the game. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
At the 36-yard line.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
They go play action with Eason. The Browns D locked in on 3rd down, brings up 4th.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone, and there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. And this one is right down Broadway. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Browns drive about to get started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
And a yard.
A run for Nick Chubb, and he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
He was brought down by...
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
On 3rd and 1, here's Mayfield. That one is caught by Hunt. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
At the 43-yard line.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he's going to have a Browns first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
First and 10 at the 45.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. After one, a one-point game, 7-6. They run again on 1st down, Chubb. And he stopped immediately there.
Chubb again.
No gain on the play there, second down.
Right at
And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, 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 and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. And now Mayfield on the bootleg. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Mayfield looks to throw. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. He's got about 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 25.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side. Nowadays, quarterbacks don't mind throwing into coverage because of the confidence they have in their receivers to come down with the ball. But sometimes you have to be careful you don't get too confident and throw an interception.
They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. Throwing, Mayfield. And he's got his man, that's Landry. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Jarvis Landry, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage.
And that drive we just saw that culminated in a touchdown, exactly what many offenses are looking for. Sustained ones that can impose their will on the other team.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They've probably got some adjustments to make because they've moved the football okay at times, but they haven't been able to get anything consistently going, have they?
What you worry about is it almost turns into a basketball game where one team's coming down and hitting threes, and you're coming back and getting twos, and you steadily lose ground. In this situation, you're talking about touchdowns to field goals. They want to put in the end zone and put those 6s on the board.
Yeah, they've been settling. That's why they're down on the scoreboard right now. On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down, keep the sticks moving.
To Taylor on 1st down. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
No, Jonathan Taylor didn't get the yardage he wanted on that carry. But I think this is central casting for him to be with the Colts. A big, strong, physical offensive line that goes with his running style. Elite speed, elite power. I think he'll catch more passes out of the backfield in the NFL than he did at Wisconsin. And yards after contact, that's his forte. The only thing he's got to improve on, taking care of the football. Put it on the ground way too often at Wisconsin. If he learns to hang on to it, he could be one of the surprises in the NFL.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
3rd and 2. Eason. They'll run the screen with Mack. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Good contain. No gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down. To punt on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. JoJo Natson back deep. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And this will pin him nicely inside the 20 as it's out of bounds at about the 14-yard line. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10.
Let's go, defense. Who we got?
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line.
A 6-yard.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
It's a foot race. He's at the 50, 30, the 20, and all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Kareem Hunt, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns were able to strike quickly for 6.
Extra point.
So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Eason going to throw it out of the shotgun. And he finds Howard complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
Gain of 25 yards.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy. You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
But you're going to tell me, good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Play action. It's Eason. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Eason sets to throw it. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard, complete. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
Colts.
First and 10, Taylor now. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. Denzel Ward, the number 4 pick in the 2018 draft, making the tackle from his corner spot.
Second and 7 at the 28-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7. Operating from the gun, Eason. That's complete to Jonathan Taylor out of the backfield. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 13-yard line. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the first. From the 13 now, they work on first and 10. On the counter, it's Taylor. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Tackle made there by Myles Garrett. Here's second and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Brings up second and 9.
Here's Eason to throw. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. Now the Colts will use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Third down.
A third field goal of the first half, not what they're looking for as they come up on third down. Now Eason. This will be caught at about the 6. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. So now here comes the field goal team for the third time today. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Blankenship's kick is good. And they're hanging around here as the lead's down to 12. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you to the end zone, get you 6?
25-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
An incomplete pass leads to second and 10 from the 25.
Don't get nervous now. We ain't begin. Hurry. Regular. 54, come on. 54, I got you.
From the gun, Mayfield. Caught left side, it's Beckham. The 30. 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham as the first half is winding down. And the Browns add 6 to their lead.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league. They decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Harkey adds the extra point, and that will make this a 19-point game.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room. Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
This will make it into the end zone. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now we always talk about getting into
a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rock Ya-Sin. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They go to the ground again with Taylor. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
The ball carrier.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, here's Taylor. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
Rodrigo Blankenship on for the field goal. A 42-yard attempt.
Blankenship's kick is good. And that'll get the deficit back to 16. Another 3 on the board. He's been the lone bright spot. That's now 4 field goals.
If this offense had finished a few drives, we'd be looking at a different complexion to this ball game, because right now, the trade is really wrong for them, isn't it? They're trading field goals while the other team's scoring touchdowns. That's not going to work.
That's on the return. The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this try.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Antoine Winfield Jr. picks it. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. 2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
They'll run on first down. Taylor. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
They run once more with Taylor. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Eason. Open man is Howard, the tight end. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give them 25 yards. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Throwing is Eason. Looking for Perriman there. He's got him. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. That catch good for only a couple.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
They're looking at a 2nd and 8 now from the 10. A short pickup there down to about the 9. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
This time he'll look to throw. And he's got it. And the Colts are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run the toss here with Taylor. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Colts are able to cut into this lead. And now the Colts are going to keep the offense on the field as they'll go for 2 here. From the gun, Eason. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
The Browns drive about to get started. The 3rd quarter has not been kind to them. After they built that lead at intermission, they've seen that lead shrink.
And how much of that is simply execution? How much of that is maybe you lose your edge a little bit because you've got a lead? And you do have to credit the other team some because they've made some adjustments to start to slow them down. Can they find those counters now? Those extra plays or plays they haven't run that'll be effective and get them back moving again. They'll be looking for something here, anything to seize that momentum back. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Chubb on the counter. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4. Well, I think after that run, the defense getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
And again, it's Chubb. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
That's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. Second and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through, and has a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a third down.
And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on third down. Mayfield now from the 50. He's got a man wide open. It's Landry. And some space here. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Jarvis Landry with his second touchdown of the game, fourth of the year. And the Browns add on to their lead. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Browns 35. Colts 18.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. First and 10, Eason. He'll get that one to Taylor complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. Here's Taylor. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. Second and 10. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
Eason on second down. And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowl cornerback Denzel Ward. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
Intercepted. The Browns take over first and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Hey, alert! Regular.
They run. Chubb. Only a yard on the gain there as time will run out on this third quarter of play. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
They run it again with Chubb. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The Browns on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb, and he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 30.
2nd and 11 now.
King.
They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. That's out to Chubb, complete. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
To Nick Chubb.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a third down.
The Browns on third down. No problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. This will be 3rd and 5. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
The kick by Parkey is good, and that will push this lead up to 20 now. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Catch made at the 25-yard line. The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Taylor. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
I know that on draft day, Jonathan Taylor was disappointed he didn't go in the 1st round, but when he heard his name called in the 2nd round by the Indianapolis Colts, he had to be jumping up and down with excitement because of their big, strong, physical offensive line. And you put that with his downhill running style, and you've got a perfect combination, the perfect storm for a young guy coming into the league. 225 pounds, sub 4.4 at the combine. He's going to get plenty of opportunities to be a battering ram.
Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
1st down, Colts.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 43. On 1st down, Taylor. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
Taylor, the ball carrier.
B.J. Goodson there on the tackle.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a 1st down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
Now we've got whistles and a flag. Looked like one of the Colts linemen might have jumped. A false start penalty, and now they're back to needing 10 yards on 2nd down.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. He's crashing. He's checking crash. Hey, no, look up. Hey, we got Mike 50, huh? Let's go, team.
Here's Eason off the play fake. The toss here completed to Pittman. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
A gain of 8 yards. And it
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you're throwing so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
Check, 93's the mic. 93's the mic. Check, 93's the mic.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it is incomplete. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And this Browns defense stands tall. Well, that's another mistake there on the drop pass on 4th. And We've seen him do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
He's brought down.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
They'll try and wind down some clock with Chubb. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And down right around the 37. 27 yards there, a first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
The 22-yard line.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old-school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
I'm scared. Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there now. Quick dash. Go.
Coming right, this is Chubb on the toss. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there.
Hey, alert, 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 alert.
On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
So a jump there defensively.
It's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
So now from half the distance closer, here's 1st and goal. And they will take a knee here.
He kept it in his hands and tried to push it across the goal line himself, but the defensive front wouldn't allow him to do so, bringing up 2nd down and a bit farther.
Today's Final score, Browns.
Well, I know at points in this when you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal, that's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
So for the Browns, they move a step closer to 500 as their record improves to 2-3. And they will hit the road next week to